So we are recording.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I mean, you told me about it, so. Are we recording already? Yeah, we are.
What
tell
the
you, I
fuck
said that.
is up?
I said that in my audio class, and the guy was like, yeah. I was like, oh, shit.
Are we recording already? Duh. He
See
was
the
like,
see the big fucking red light? I was like, oh, shit. Okay.
here's in the booth like, okay.
Yeah, the teacher at one point was like, so like after he heard me talking, he's like, some people are just really comfortable with it. I was like, yeah, it's weird. It just comes natural.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's one of them people. Super comfy.
Just love my own voice,
Yeah, it's okay. And I always think it's funny when we start these and we're just like continuing our personal
Conversation before.
into the start of the episode, and people are probably like, what the fuck are they talking about? We're just talking about life, We're just here shooting shit on a Wednesday night, 8:36 p.m., breaking the fourth wall. What the fuck is up, everybody? How we doing? How you doing?
I'm not sure if it's gonna show the same way it is now, but it's funny. The height right now is even that's perfect.
I can adjust. I can go. There's that.
Oh, there we go. But now your head looks like bigger than mine.
We just can't win. It's fine.
Can't win them all.
Here we are. So I'd ask you what's up, but it seems like everything is up for you right now, or down, I should say.
I was going to say, yeah, everything's down. Yeah,
everything is the opposite of up at this moment.
Yeah, it's wild. Like, especially when you told me the other day what Hallie said, and I was like, damn, I was at like my all-time best at how I was doing in life, and it all came crashing down.
Yeah, you were
very quickly
killing it out here.
And I was about to buy a house.
The second you moved back to Massachusetts,
well, I'd say it was the back injury that caused it all.
That started the snowball. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. But I'm still gonna blame the state of Massachusetts for everything that's going on for you right now, because that just feels appropriate.
Yeah, it does.
So fuck Massachusetts.
Every time I come back here, some shit like this happens.
It's like I don't understand how to explain it. It's such a depressing state.
Unless you need heroin, then I guess it's great.
Jesus Lord, that's yikes.
Daddy, chill.
Yeah, we could bleep that out.
Nah, fuck it, leave it in. It's fine, whatever.
But yeah,
it's an epidemic, heroin epidemic going on up in Mass. But I don't know, how would you explain it? Like the Massachusetts vibe, like the reason every time people ask me, they're like, oh, how come you don't like Massachusetts so much? I'm like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just something about that place that I just hate it.
I think for me, it's like, because I grew up here and shit, like I've just had a lot of bad memories and bad shit happen here. Although, like, obviously, because I grew up here, there's good memories, good shit, but
fair.
I've just had so much bullshit that I'm just over it. Yeah. I gotta take one of these out because this is starting to make me mad.
It's not working.
No, like I never talk with these in, so it's like,
damn.
Oh,
well, if you need to switch back to, I don't know, something.
No, it's always it's the left one.
Oh, all right.
So I already know.
Just leans a little to the left. That's fine.
Yeah, Depends on the day.
But no, I hear you. I think for me, I don't know if it's like I didn't even live there that long. Like I didn't grow up there, but I think because I had experienced living in other places and I kind of knew a little bit about like growing up in California and some of the people, the friends that I had there. And I don't know, it's just like the majority, even though all of my really close friends are from Massachusetts, but the majority of the people that I met in Massachusetts all just seemed really just depressed and sad and miserable. And I was like, this is not fun. I don't like it here.
Yeah, year-round sad boy season.
Bruh, it's like y'all get that little sun, y'all that vitamin D deficient that you're just depressed all the time. Like, shit, summers aren't that bad. Come on.
I think I was good until I lived in Florida. Then I was like, why did my family choose Massachusetts?
Right.
And then when I had to move back, it was like I already had a bad taste in my mouth from having to move back.
Mm-hmm,
so it was like, fuck this place because I don't want to be here anyways. So this is kind of shitty. Then I joined the army and saw more places, and I was like, oh, I was right. Really, fuck this place. I think it's because it's this weird. It's not a town, but it's not a major city. It's big enough to have like city problems, but not big enough to have like the highlights of a city, like a major sports team or like the restaurants or the sites or whatever. Like there's nothing in Worcester that you're like, oh, when you come visit, I can't wait to show you the new Railers Stadium. Like, come on.
Is that the name of the team is the Railers?
Well,
the baseball team?
Minor league hockey team or whatever.
Oh,
and they have a minor league baseball team. I hear that place is nice, but it's still like, for a real city, they'd be like, what the fuck is this?
It's nice because it's the newest thing in Worcester in like 15 years, it feels like.
Yeah, even when I lived in El Paso, it's similar to like Worcester, how it's not a real city, but it's still like not major city, but it's still a city. But it had more things. Like there was like places you could go. Like there was just more attractions, I guess. Like you could take a vacation there, do a lot of shit, and be like, oh, that was a fun vacation. No one's taking a vacation to Worcester, Massachusetts.
No.
And if they do, they hate it or visiting family for like a weekend.
Yep. Or, your son decides to go to Worcester State University, and so your family comes to visit.
What an idiot.
I didn't know. I had grandma connections. She worked there. I got the hookup.
Got to get it how you live.
Hey, man. It still wasn't even free. I still got student loans. Thanks, grandma.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, grandma.
Great story at the baby shower, but fuck.
Oh, throwback. I forgot about that. Oh, man. Yeah, I was recently in Arizona, in Phoenix, and even that, hot as fuck. It was like 100 degrees in like the middle of October, but even that felt like
El Paso it's the same. Like
and there's like
from like Phoenix through New Mexico to El Paso, that little sector is like the same as far as the heat and how bad it is.
And it's all desert.
Phoenix is a little hotter though, but it's still like
Phoenix is
fuck.
hot as fuck. And
but they have the nicest sunset I've ever seen in my life.
They did have a very pretty sunset. Yeah. Yeah. My cousin's wedding was like out in just like the middle of the desert at like this place that looked like a roadside shack off the side of like the highway. Like you drive by and you're like, that looks like a shitty fucking restaurant. But then you go in the back and it's like this beautiful wedding venue and like overlooking the venue, like the sunset. And my mom was like freaking out about how pretty it was. She took like 1 million pictures. I was like, girl.
That sounds about right for your mom. Yeah.
Right.
Look at the sunset. Fuck this wedding.
It's so pretty. Fuck these kids.
Let's look at houses here on YouTube.
Shit. No, she's actually thinking about moving to what'd she say? North Carolina? Charlotte?
Yeah.
Potentially.
That's where we looked at all the houses and Hallie was like, what are we watching?
Like we're
and we're all like,
shut up. Hallie was so annoyed. She was like, why are we watching all these houses that we can't afford? I'm like, shh, manifest it.
I was like, why are all the sinks on? All these sinks are on.
All the faucets, the bathtub, the showers. The fuck was happening?
All I could think was like these guys setting up and one guy being like, trust me, they want to see the water pressure.
They got to make sure. Hey, water pressure is a huge thing though.
But no one's buying a house based on a YouTube video. They're going to go and look anyways. And that's when you check.
Yeah, that's fair. But hey, check all your boxes. Like you saw the water pressure in the YouTube video. You know what we're about over here in North Carolina.
But they're still paying bills there.
Yeah. Who pays the bill when a house is up for sale? Is it the current
The
owner?
person who owns it. What do you mean?
I don't know, man.
The city's not like, we'll take this
empty
off your hands until you figure it out.
I'd write it off as a tax write-off. Like the video production company ran my water bill.
Water bill for a house that was for sale.
Yeah, it's a business decision to show off the water pressure.
When I was in the Army, there was a guy who was like, yeah, I write off my haircuts. I was like, what? He goes, we have to get haircuts. It's a business. I was like, I don't think that's how that works.
I wonder if that worked for him. It's
Well,
so
he's
funny
not
the
going to
things
know
that you can
till
write
like
off.
years later. So he might, I don't know.
Why you can't write off your taxes, or you can't submit taxes while you're in the Army? I'm confused.
No. I mean,
Years
like,
later.
because how am I going to know? That's what I mean. Like, for me to find out, it would be like me asking him years later. But it wasn't someone like I was cool enough to be friends with on Facebook or something. It was like one of those guys like, hey, what's up, man? What's up?
I got you.
And then you're just standing around bullshitting, and he's like, so
So
my tax guy wrote these haircuts off, man.
Hey, if your tax guy does it, you have to listen. They know. They went to school for that shit. Damn.
His tax guy was probably like his dad. Well, oh shit, I called it.
Nothing wrong with that, as long as his dad's a CPA or something. I don't know. Hallie's dad was a CPA. He does our taxes sometimes. What's that face?
If you just heard the noise.
I didn't hear the noise. I missed the noise.
Remember, I was like, oh, it's dripping. It's just like, there's a puddle now.
Boo!
Yeah, I know. Big booze.
Big booze all around. Oh, random. But I don't know why my brain thought of this, talking about water pressure. I was scrolling through Reddit. And I saw this guy. I was like on the life hacks subreddit, and this guy brings his own shower head with him when he travels to hotels with like the water pressure thing taken out, so that way he like takes off the hotel shower head and puts on his own to get better water pressure. I'm like, that feels like a lot.
How, like, if I'm living at a hotel, maybe. Like, if I live at hotels and it's that important.
Probably does. Like, if you're bringing your own shower head, you probably travel a shit ton.
I've never been to a hotel, though, and been like, what the fuck is up with this water pressure?
Water pressure is ass. Can't even.
This is the last time I'm staying at a La Quinta again.
How am I supposed to wash my asshole with this water pressure? Oh, man. So what else is new with you, my guy?
Oh, just life-changing event after life-changing event. It's been quite the fucking roller coaster.
We out here, bro.
Yeah,
living life. I love that. How are you holding up mentally? Did you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard you. All right. Oh, I would say like not even a thread. Like when a thread, like a split end at the end of the thread, and I'm on like one of the ends. Like, fuck, come on,
please no.
No, but we talked about it yesterday or the other day when it was like I just kind of try to laugh my way through it. I had my like week of sulking and being sad, and so to tell the whole story, since we're on the topic, so we're not speaking in code. Pretty much.
I mean, I don't want.
Yeah, I could tell it without
Okay.
saying too much.
Right.
So it's the 12th. So almost 4 weeks ago, my bank account was frozen. And luckily, I didn't have much in it at the time because I'm only living off my Army disability because I didn't get paid for school yet. So it was frozen from DOR because I've been out of work since July. And that's when I had to quit my job because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to see my kids. So the fucked up thing of it is I even asked the lady, like, so you're asking me to compromise my quality of life and seeing my children to paying this amount in child support. And I talked to like my kid's mom, and we were in the process of working out a new number and everything. And then it was like, bam, one day, now your account's frozen. And then I appealed it. And then through the appeal, they said it's only hardship if you have an eviction notice or a utility getting shut off. I was like, I can't even afford a place on my own right now anyways. So I am, by definition, I'm homeless, and you're like, I'm crashing place to place, and you're telling me that doesn't matter. I got a kid at home I got to feed. You're telling me that doesn't matter. I got a wife. You're telling me that doesn't matter. I'm the sole provider. You're telling me none of that matters because and I understand, like, I owe child support. I've never been the type, like I've said it on this here before, I've never been the type like, oh, I shouldn't be paying shit. I feel like I should be contributing, and I'm fine with that. But after 2 months to be like, nah, fuck that. We're freezing your shit for 60 days, and we're taking it. And all my appeal did was make them take everything in my account. So I'm not going to say the exact amount, but I got paid on the 1st. And then it was like a week after that, my appeal went through, and they were like, we're going to unfreeze your account. You'll be good. Just send me 3 months bank statements and your marriage certificate. And I was like, all right, cool. Sent it. The next day, bank account goes from what I got paid to 0. And that was about a week ago. So I called the lady and was like, this is not what we fucking talked about yesterday. And she was like, oh, well, they're not supposed to touch anything that's under this amount. And I was like, yeah, I'm under that amount by like a lot. And she was like, well, they shouldn't have sent it. And I was like, all right, well, can you get my money back? And they're like, well, once it's sent, it's like paying a utility bill. Like, they're not going to send it back because you need it. They take it as you sent the money, the same thing. But she's like, I'll talk to my supervisor, whatever. But ultimately, it doesn't fucking matter. She never got back to me, so I'm just assuming that money is gone.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm going 2 full months without having any income or access to a bank account.
God damn.
And on top of that, if I miss the like, so you know how in college it's like every class is different, but it's usually like you can miss 1 class, 2nd class, you might be in trouble, 3rd class, you're probably done.
Yeah.
If you break the attendance policy at all, then you have to pay the money back that they gave you for the GI Bill and pay for the school. So they'll charge you for what they already paid because you missed your attendance. So because I don't have money, what if I can't afford gas? And like, thank God for my parents and my sister, because I wouldn't be able to eat. I wouldn't be able to like bring my daughter to school. Like, so it's been honestly the most challenging time I've ever had, because on top of being hurt and having all this like mental shit going on, if we can't find a place to live, it's like, oh, well, on top of that, we're just going to take all your money. So I could lose my car. I could lose my storage unit that has all my stuff in it. I could lose everything. Like, and then what? And then they said, if I fail again to make a payment in the next month, they'll freeze my account again.
Jesus.
So by the way they're laying it out, I'll never be able to dig out of this hole if I fall far enough back, which is fucking mind blowing.
That is absolutely insane.
And like the week of, I handled it pretty shitty. And then I was good. I was good. And then the day that I saw the money was all taken out of my account, I just straight up broke down like, fuck, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I don't get paid again until the 1st. So even right now, I have no money. I only have money from donating plasma. And every time I do, they fucking fuck up my arm. So like my right arm is dead, and they can't do my left arm because I have a sleeve. So they're like, oh, we can't do it on tattoos. So
that's weird.
So I haven't really even done a full donation because they fuck it up every time. They're like, you're dehydrated. I was like, I drink a gallon of water a day, and I had a Pedialyte before I came here. What the fuck are you talking about? And my sister's a nurse. She looked at her. She's like, you are not dehydrated. Like, I can tell. Like, you're fine. So whatever they're doing, fucking amateur hour. Golly. But between like that and my parents and just the shit I've been able to scrape up, I've been like getting by, but it's still like shit's been heavy. And someone even asked me, like, since all this is going on, like, why don't you talk it out and like see your kids less? And I'm not going to say who said it, but they're like, see your kids less and like maybe to save on gas and save on food for them. And I was like, thought about it. And I was like, well, if you think about my position now more than ever, I feel like I need to show up because eventually, whether they might not know the details, they'll know like that I went through this. They'll know the shit that I dealt with from either going from PA to Massachusetts and then now the shit I'm going through, and I'm still seeing them as much as I can. They're going to be like, holy shit. My dad was donating blood to see me. Like, right. So that's the way I kind of look at it. Like, I look at it like they always got eyes on me of like, what is he actually doing? So if I just don't show up in spite of like, I'm broke, what the fuck can I do? And sat here and sulk like, okay, I can't get him. But instead I got family that's helping me and, you know, like I'm figuring it out, but it's hard, but that's kind of the way I'm trying to look at it. So I've been trying to be positive and optimistic, but it's fucking hard.
I can't imagine going through what you're going through. I mean, you know, I empathize with like all the shit that you're going through, but I honestly don't know if like any of that happened to me. I don't know if I'd be able to respond as well as you have so far. You know, like that's really admirable and like shows the character I think that you have. And you know, at some point, eventually, when they get older, your kids are they're gonna recognize that, and they're gonna hopefully appreciate it. You know, kids could be little shits sometimes, but you know, hopefully they'll appreciate it and be like, "Damn, Dad really went through a lot to be able to still be in our lives," and he, you know, obviously shows that he cares so much. But yeah, man, I don't know. It was kind of funny because the other day I was talking to Hallie, just kind of about the whole situation for you, and I fucking started crying, and she was like, "Why are you so sad?" I'm like, "It's so sad what he's going through. I don't know."
I told Steph when you told me that, and then I started crying like right there. I was like, I don't think I've ever had a friend like that. like I have my cousins and like my family that I'm tight with, but like an actual person I'm not even blood related to that was like, fuck, why can't I wish I could do something.
Yeah.
Like it's just, and just that alone, like letting me sit there and talk about it, like means a lot. Cause I know the past few days we've been talking about how crazy it is that like to the extent that we're not allowed to talk about our feelings, like we're not allowed, like people, it's just weird the way people are, like that you can't even talk about it. Like even my dad, he tried, he listened, and he heard me like starting to break down, and he was like, "I gotta go because you're gonna make me cry."
Oh my god!
So I was like, "Fuck."
Dad.
Yeah. So I was like, that's when I knew, like, holy shit, yeah, this is pretty bad. Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's
Yeah.
super super heavy, and it's like, I think as a guy, right, as a man, I think this is like what you're going through. I feel like is a lot of guys' worst nightmares when it comes to having a split family and sharing custody with someone and having something like this happen and put you in a situation where you are kind of like stuck and you feel like there's no way out of it. You
Yeah,
know, I
that's
feel like
that's literally how it's felt. Yeah.
a lot of people are afraid of that happening to them. So to see you go through it and watch you go through it, and you're someone that I, you know, care so much about, like it fucking hits me right in the fucking heart. And I'm like,
Not now, Ziggy. Fuck this fucking bird. He's like, bitches.
what did you cry about it, you fucks? But
Didn't do it while I was talking. Second, I'm quiet.
right? Yeah. But I don't know.
All right, hold on.
I love Zicky. I love Zicky.
Hold on. Let me cover him up.
All right.
Hold
All
on.
right.
Because it's his bedtime.
Good night. I don't even remember what I was saying, but mostly just like, no, I respect what you're going through and how you're able to respond to it. And I respect that, you know, you had your feelings and you had your emotions and you're still processing them, and it's okay to let them out. But that you're still moving forward and you're still motivated enough to just keep going. Oh, that's fucking awesome, I think.
That was a big part of it. Like, still, like, even the fact that like, the next day I was still in class and I was like sitting there the whole time, couldn't focus, but I'm like, I'm still here.
No,
at least I'm still here. At least I'm still
the
here.
Attendance.
Every day I was still going, still there. But I at least get one freebie, and I was still like, no, I'm not going to use it now because this is like. And then I thought about it. I was like, when I finally get my degree, this is that story of like, if I can do this after I fucking lost everything.
Right.
It hurts to even drive to class. Like, my back hurts that much. Driving to class sucks. That's why I stay there in between classes, even if I have like 2-3 hours. I'm like, I'm not driving again. Like,
yeah, for sure.
And I live 20 minutes away, but I'm still like, no, fuck that.
Damn.
So it's like, I just try to see it as the grand scheme of things. Even if like one day my kids are going through something and I could be like, fucking sit down. You want to hear a story?
Let Dad
you
tell
want to
you a
hear
story.
what the fuck I had to do?
Back in 2022. Yeah. It was funny because when I was talking to Hallie about it, she was like, does he want to come back? His room is still open. I'm like, I know. I tried.
I do want to come back.
Yeah, but
I
I don't
think
know.
the biggest thing that I'm like taking from it is like that I probably shouldn't think like this, but I can't believe that there's so many dads that not only are like deadbeats, but they don't show up, they don't see their kid, they don't talk to their kid, they don't know shit. God damn it, Ziggy! I'm making a point.
It's a deep moment.
I don't know if I'm good, but yeah, like I've even had like girls I'm friends with that messaged me. It would like that kind of that like we're close enough that they know ish my situation, and then they're like it's crazy because they have baby dads that never see the kid, never pay, never anything, and nothing
Mm-hmm.
happens. But
Yeah.
then me, who I'm super involved and do whatever I can despite like the tension between me and their mom, like, and I won't get into that, but like, like we don't get along, and
Yeah.
we still
Yeah.
manage to like push through that and be like, no, we're gonna do what's best for the kids, we're gonna, like. And so I find it hard to be like, how the fuck do all these people just get away with it? I just don't understand how many like people there are like that just get away with, literally they're getting away with murder. Like, then my life gets ruined because I stopped paying, where there's guys who never paid.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
what?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy to think about. And it sucks that it always feels like it happens to the good guys, right? Like it's never, like you said,
I
it's
think
never
about
the
that a lot.
deadbeats. Like
Yeah.
it's never the assholes or the guys that deserve it or the people that deserve it. Um, I don't know. I don't want to say it makes you lose faith in like the world, but it definitely is
It
like,
kind of does. Like,
yeah,
because I
for you,
joke all
I'm
the
sure.
time about like, oh, nice guys finished last, and I was like, I used to always tell myself like I'm gonna start being an asshole, and then jokingly, yeah, I could be an asshole, but like for real, I'm like everyone that knows me knows I'm not. And Steph says all the time, she's like, you're too nice. Like this is why, like you're just too nice. I'm like, I'm not gonna change who I am because of the shit that's happening to me, because that's not fair to everyone around me. Like, even when, so as we've talked about on here, like I'm bipolar, I have anxiety, all this other stuff, and I still don't. I try not to let that affect like my relationships with people, because why? What is that going to do for me? Like,
Right,
what is me being an asshole to a cashier going to do?
right,
What is
right,
me
right.
being a jerk in my everyday life? That's not going to help anybody, and if anything, it's going to make me more miserable because I'm being miserable and treating people miserable.
Yeah,
But
for
instead, it's
sure.
funny because I'm the guy who, like, I go to the grocery store and say there's like a 90-year-old cashier, and she's like, I fucking hate this job. I'll make one little joke, she'll laugh, and I'm like, all right, this was a successful grocery trip. Like, that's my goal
Hmm.
when I go somewhere. Like, if I can make one person laugh today, that's all I give a
Yeah,
shit about.
yeah,
And that's kind of how I try to conduct it. And that's why, like, even in the group chat, I'm getting all these jokes off all the time about it. Like, I don't even have an account. Like, because what am I going to do? Like, I sat here, I was sad about it. I let myself be sad about it. And then it was like, okay, well, now I got to fucking pick myself up. I got to
yeah,
figure out what's the next step. What can I do? So it was like, all right, well, first things first, I got to worry about my car getting taken. I got to worry about not being able to have gas and food. And then once I got that straightened out, I was like, okay, what's next? And that's just kind of how I've been dealing with it. And I know there's like other people in my situation who just don't talk about it, don't have options, don't know what to do. So they just either live with their parents or just fucking give up. And that's like the sad thing of it is like, I think we've talked about it on here how many single dads commit suicide compared to just regular people, or men in general commit suicide more often. And it's honestly shit like this.
yeah,
And I think I told you that day it happened. It was like, I'm not thinking like this, but in my head, I'm like, people have like literally killed themselves for less. And to see all the shit I'm going through, and when I lay it out for like, hey, here's what I'm going through, and then whether it's the VA or DOR or whoever, they're like, well, that's not our fucking problem. But then if I died tomorrow because I took my own life, all of a sudden it'd be like, oh, what could we have done? It was like, well,
mm,
motherfucker, I've been asking for help for almost 4 weeks now.
mm.
4 weeks, not one outlet or one person I've reached out to has helped. I still have more people to call that like friends have sent me, but so far, like, the VA hasn't helped me with shit. Like, and I've called them about housing. I've called them about like emergency funds or even taking a loan from my disability, like to lower like whatever. Like I've tried to figure everything out, and it's no options. And that's another thing that sucks is like when you're a man in this situation compared to a female, and I hate to generalize it like that, but there's less options. There's less help.
Yeah,
Because if you're a female in this situation, which you could never be because of the way child support and the court system works, but say you're in this situation, bam, they will set you up with a shelter, you and your kid. Bam, they will set you up with food stamps. They will set you up with all this other shit. Like, granted, I might qualify for food stamps, but I'm not sure because I know it gets hairy with when you owe child support. So that's the hard thing. And it's just weird how everything is so set up. And I know why it is because of what we just said, like all the shitty dads and all the shitty things people do. But they don't take into account the regular guy who's trying to do the right thing.
Right.
Like you're trying to make the right decisions and not thinking like, no, I make more money here. Fuck, if my back hurts, I'm just going to stay here. I won't see my kids. And when I figure it out, I'll figure it out. And like, if I stayed there, it probably would have been a solid, I probably wouldn't have saw them until Christmas if I stayed there.
Yeah, I believe that.
And she probably wouldn't have let me see them when I came back. And rightfully so, because I wasn't around. Like, she can make that decision and I'd have to go through courts and then all this other shit. But it's like, it's just weird how, and she wasn't even like on me about the money. So like, she wasn't really in my business like that. She at least gave me the illusion that, okay, I understand you're going through some shit. Let's agree on a new amount because I know you're not making as much. And yeah, we disagreed and we went back and forth or whatever, but it still wasn't as bad as it could have been with like the way we talked it out. And that's why it just doesn't make sense to me how the whole system works. And they're like, no. We don't give a fuck if you're hurt. We don't give a fuck if you quit your job because you want to see your kids. That's not how it works. You're going to pay this shit. It's like, oh, okay. Like, and then I think I even said to you, like, freeze any person in America's bank account for a week. They're done. Anybody.
Let alone
no one carries cash.
60 fucking days?
Yeah.
That's such a long time.
The only reason it got unfroze quicker is because I appealed it. And they're like, okay, we'll just take everything now, and then we'll revisit. Okay. Fucking thanks.
Fucking
thanks
makes
for the
me feel
dick
so
in my
good.
ass. I appreciate it.
God. Yeah, and I don't know. Like, I struggle with just the bills that I have, you know, because it's, for me, like, yeah, I know I'm in a joint income household, but that's still, like, I don't make that much money in my career. And the bills and, like, student loans and, like, all the stuff that I have to pay at the end of the month, sometimes I have, like, I think I had, like, $30 in my account last month, and I was stressed.
There was, like, a day... I remember when I was like, I'm going to go get Wawa. You want something? You're like, nah, I can't.
No, I can't.
It's not in the budget. And I cashed out to you $5. I was like, go get a sandwich.
I was like, I can't afford to move off this couch right now. I'm stuck, homie. I can't go nowhere.
Oh, shit.
But I was curious because you had brought up the suicide rate or just men and the suicidal feelings, and wild statistic from the CDC. The suicide rate among males in 2020 was 4 times higher than the rate among females. Males make up 49% of the population, but nearly 80% of suicides. That's insane to me.
And that can even go back to what we said about, like, because you can't talk about shit. When you got to hold it all in.
Yeah, that's it's so hard to, I guess, try to combat that stereotype that men need to be tough and they can't show emotions and they can't express their feelings, and if they go to therapy they're just pussies or they're little bitches or they're not real men, quote unquote. It's like, but we know it's like so big of a problem. Yeah. It's like I scroll through TikTok these days and I see so many people talking about mental health in men and how much they struggle and how difficult it is for them to just express themselves and feel like they're heard and supported. So it kind of blows my mind that it's such a problem still. Like 2020 was 2 years ago.
And the wild thing to me is like that it's the same people that are like advocating for it and saying like, oh, men's mental health. They don't give a fuck though. only the guys that are going through it that are like me, and they got to have a relationship like we have in order to
Yeah.
give a fuck. That's the way it feels.
Yeah.
And like, other than like like mentally, like my family helped me tremendously, like physically, but
Mm-hmm.
mentally, if it wasn't for that group chat, I don't know where I'd be right now.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that because like there's been times during this that I was thinking shit like that of like what am I even gonna do? Like I can't be
Yeah.
there for my kids anyways. I can't do shit. And then like if it wasn't for even like just the joking, the like you guys talking me through shit, like I don't think I would be here right now.
God, bro.
And it's
Yeah.
fucking hard because this is the hardest shit I've ever gone through. And it's like at first I thought the back injury was the hardest shit I ever went through because then it's like I don't have my outlet of the gym, and then it's like, okay, how can this get worse? And I would get mad. Like I got in a big fight with my mom the day it happened because she was like, remember there's always someone worse. And I was like, who? Tell me
Yeah.
who. Tell me who
Yeah.
right now in my exact situation. She's like, you still have your health. I was like, I don't have my health. I can't pick
Right.
up my fucking kids. What do you mean? I can't
Yeah.
I can't move a TV. Like I can't pick up more than a gallon of milk. What do you mean I have my health? I don't have my health. Like, and it just sucks because like it does make me feel for the guys that don't have that. Like I feel
Yeah.
so bad because there are like when I try to really dig deep of like, okay, someone has to have it worse. There has to be someone in my exact situation who doesn't have that kind of group chat, doesn't have that kind of support system.
For
And
sure.
like how much harder that must be to not have that, because I would, like I said, I wouldn't fucking be here if it wasn't for
Yeah.
you guys. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my family and my wife and everything. Like, what about the regular guy who just he went through this and he's doing the same thing I'm doing, but he's not in a relationship and he doesn't get to see his kids? Like part of
Yeah.
it was between talking to you guys and picking up my daughter every day. If I didn't pick her up every day, that was like the highlight of my day, talking to her on the drive to and from school.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, she needs me. She needs me.
Mhm.
That's like
Mhm.
the thing that drives me is like my kids, and like you guys just lifted me up, and it makes the shit way easier than it would have been. And it shouldn't be this fucking hard to like just be a dad and to like fucking live your life. It shouldn't be this hard. And not
Yeah.
I don't mean this in a negative way, but it I just had like I don't want it to sound like resentment or anything, but like the fact that their mom is well off and doing fine, and I'm in the exact opposite situation, and DOR is like, we don't give a shit. The court's like, we don't give a shit about what situation anyone's in.
Yeah.
We're taking your money.
Right.
So like even if it was done automatically by the court, it's like because they don't give a fuck. They're like, no, we don't care how this leaves you. We don't care the mental state you're in. We don't care about any of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I fall in so many gray areas of getting help because I'm technically not a Massachusetts resident. I'm not a PA resident. I technically am not out of work because I'm hurt, even though I am out of work because I'm hurt. They didn't let me go. I quit because I wouldn't be able to drive because my doctor told me I can't drive.
Yeah.
I'm not even supposed to drive. Like even to class, my doctor doesn't want me to even do that, and I have
Wow.
to. So like
Wow.
it's just the whole thing is just wild.
Dog. That's oh shit, dude. And it sucks to I know that you say that we're helping, and I'm glad that we're able to be here to help you through this, even though, I'll be honest, it doesn't feel like I'm helping, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't feel like I know that just talking it out and expressing and getting these jokes off and all that stuff, just having kind of like that support system around you is helpful, but it feels like I could do more, or I should do more to help in your situation. And I don't know if I ever told you this story, but did I ever tell you about my friend Steve from when I was in college? He was a guy that I used to work with in when I worked in the cafeteria.
He reached out.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
was going through like all the stuff that kind of you're going through. Except he wasn't in this exact situation that you were in. He didn't have kids. He wasn't in a relationship, but he still struggled with like a lot of mental health issues like depression and stuff like that. And he would reach out to me from time to time and just be like with these crazy texts, like, "Well, what happened?" Or if I put this shotgun on my head, I'm like, "Don't fucking do that, Steve. Please don't do that." And like he and I were like really close and we really bonded. So he, I think, looked to me as that person as someone to just talk to when he had those feelings and those emotions. And there was that one fucking night that I fell asleep and he texted me something about Bob's Burgers because I love that show and we used to talk about that show all the time. And I hit him up like 2 days later because I just saw or remembered that he texted me and he never responded. And then like a month later, I decided to Google his name and found his fucking obituary. And I was like, fuck, so it's like, I think that experience that I had with a really close friend who struggled with a lot of the mental health issues, even though just being there as someone to talk to, I know is enough to help someone in this situation. Because of that, I feel like I want to do more, or like I should do more. So it's like kind of tough for me in my perspective, even though I know this is helping. That's just kind of the context that I bring to the situation. It's like, I want to do more for you, but I don't know what else I could do for you. Or even if there is anything else that I could do.
There's honestly, there's not. Even if, say, my parents couldn't help and no one could help and I had to just figure it out on my own, even that still is all, like, to get those thoughts out of your head, that's what you need.
Yeah.
You need to unload.
Yeah.
You need someone to give you feedback about how you're feeling. Even if you were like, come on, man, it's not that bad. You can do it. Like you were trying to be like weird about it. That's still better than if I just sent it to you and didn't get anything back ever. And then I was like, oh, so he doesn't give a shit. And then everybody I texted didn't respond. Like that. That's the kind of shit that people who have those thoughts pushes them into that area because they're like, well, I guess nobody gives a shit.
Right.
That's where they go. So even though there were people, there are times that like I've tried to talk about things and I get a feel for it first, and then I'm like, can't really talk about it with you. Like I have friends that I've been close with for like 15 years that don't even know what's going on because I'm like, you're not gonna, whatever I say, you're not gonna say or have the conversation I need you to have with me.
Right.
If that makes sense. Like, sometimes you just want to like not only be heard, but like you can tell the other person gives a shit. You can tell the other person is actually listening and not just taking what you said in like, okay, I get it. He's sad. I'm so sorry you're going through this. And that's it. Yeah. Because that's like, okay, dude, but you don't really give a shit. Like you're trying to, save face a little bit, and I've been there where it's like people I'm not really that cool with. And I try to be like, oh, well, I've been there. Like, I try to like help. And then I'm like, but it's hard because if you're not that cool with somebody, it's hard to be in that position. So even when you are that cool with somebody, sometimes like you might not be the right person for that job, like, I feel like anyone in that situation, you're looking, when you reach out to someone for help, it's because you're looking for something very specific.
Yeah.
So like, I know in my case, I'm looking for someone to bounce what I'm going through off of, get jokes off with me. Let's try to just power through it. I need a teammate. I need a spotter. Like just be there you make a joke. I make a joke. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I definitely feel like I've figured out my role for you when it comes to like situations like this. So I know, like deep down, I really know that I'm helping, but I just want to do more for you, I guess.
It's honestly more than you even know. Like, it's more like even the group chat, when I said the one day about, and I thanked everybody, like I'm even like, these motherfuckers have no idea. Like, the thoughts that I've had and the way that like, especially you have helped me. Like it's huge. I can't overstate how much it helps. And it's more so just like having that, I hate the word safe space, but it's like having that space where I'm like, here's how I feel. And then even if you tell me like, you're being kind of, because I think there was before where you're like, well, you got to see it from, like, I told you, like, me and Steph were arguing before, and you're like, well, from her side. And then like, like, we'll talk about shit and we'll bounce it off. I know that you're not giving me bullshit and just saying what I want to hear.
No, yeah, never.
You're like, well, here's what I think about this.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. It's like, okay, you're actually listening to what I'm saying because you have your own feedback and it's not just a generic response.
Yeah, I hate getting generic responses, so I'm never going to give you a generic response.
That's why I rarely tell people, like, I think, like, I've told people what's going on, people who have asked, like, oh, how come you're not hanging out? How come we can't do this? And I'm like, well, because I don't even fucking have an account. That's how the fuck am I going to get there? I don't have a bank account, man. And
Can't do shit.
I don't really go deep into it like I do with, like, you or my dad or my sister. And that's about it. Like, and my mom and my wife, and that's it. Those are the only people that I've really done a deep dive, because if you've noticed, I always like talk shit out with you, and the shit I say in the group chat is like a fraction of that.
Oh yeah,
It's what I feel comfortable with saying, because even though I know like they're all like we're all friends and they're all there for me and all that, and like I appreciate it, it's not the same level. I know I can't get as deep, like, you know.
Yeah, no,
and that's
for
what
sure.
I mean. Where like there's so many people who don't have that, and that's super shitty. Like that, so many guys got to go through that. And even before, when we were just talking about custody in general, like there's guys who can't just be like, "Damn, I just want to see my kid, and I can't see my kid." And their friends are like, "Oh, we'll just go out drinking. It'll be all right." Like, that motherfucker. That's not what I need to hear right now. Suggest that after this conversation. Let's at least talk it out, man.
Oh yeah, we definitely have some friends who are like, "Oh, just glaze something, you'll feel better."
Just get that Krispy Kreme, dog.
Oh
right.
Shit! Yeah.
Headphone.
You got to switch to the other side, so that way
it's
give your right
this
side.
This one's
a break.
tighter, but it's like when I laugh, it.
Oh damn!
Yeah, no.
Pops the cherry.
Yeah.
Shit.
Them jokes always get them wet, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Don't do that. But yeah, I don't know. I will say that I definitely feel lucky to have the friend group that I've found. You know, it's something that not a lot of people have, to be able to have, especially so many like active people that I can talk to about pretty much anything and get a semi, you know, from, I'll say at least four of us, 4 different people in the group chat, I know I can get like a genuine response and like a genuine conversation out of. There's a couple that are just going to bullshit and talk about horses and, you know, whatever the fuck else. But, you know, it's rare to be able to just like go to your friends and be like, yeah, I'm struggling with this situation, and having them be like, all right, well, let's talk about it. Let's like, what's going on? Let's shoot the shit and chat about it and make you feel better. I'm like, damn.
And even like Furley and Alex, who I didn't know that well before, the last like 2-3 years maybe,
right?
And you guys have known forever. Mm-hmm. We got way closer, obviously because of the group chat, but still, like, they're guys that were like, here's the advice I can offer. Here's, you know, like, you can, like, and then they'll bounce back, like, same thing. Like, I say something, they'll bounce it back, like, oh, well, have you thought about this or that? And it's just having that. And it's weird because, like, you always think, well, I know from a female's perspective, it's like they go for longevity. Like, their friends, oh, well, we've been friends forever.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But these guys, I think I've seen Furley in person twice in my entire life.
I've seen
him, and I'm better friends with him than people that were best friends. I was best friends with half my life, like, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, and I know at the end of the day, like, he would give his shirt off his back to help me out if, like, push came to shove, and same with Alex and everybody else, you know?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
That's what's crazy is, like, I haven't been that close with them for that long, and it's that level.
Right.
And it's wild to think that there's so many people that are just friends because we've been friends since high school.
Since elementary school or whatever the fuck, yeah. Nah.
The fuck did you go through then? You got to go through some shit.
I didn't get to go to prom. My prom date said no. I missed the bus that one time.
You kissed Bobby. Fuck, I loved her. The one that got away.
Oh,
then she rose like a phoenix from the ashes.
Oh, fuck. Okay, here we go. The fucking phoenix risers.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go. Kinda like.
When he said that, I was like, he's not finishing this sentence.
Accumulate.
It was Larry Fitzgerald, and he was like, what the fuck? He's a good thing I know how to read.
Oh, it was such a good clip. That was hilarious.
Oh shit.
But no, yeah, our friends are awesome. You know, it's a really cool dynamic that we've built, and I think while it would be amazing to have all of them together for a podcast, it would be so chaotic, and it would just be the messiest fucking episode with no direction, and would just.
But every time we're like laser focused and do like 2 hours of just bullshit, and I'm like, this is gold.
Right? I know. It really is. But I think honestly it's gold for us in the moment, because it's like we know each other. We know each other's humor. We make each other laugh. We get each other. I feel like if a third party jumped in, they'd be like, what the fuck is going on? This is
me, you, and Kelvin laugh at typos like you just told the best joke of your life. And then we run it into the ground. And like half the people be like, what the fuck is so funny? I'm like, his name is Red, but now we call him Reed. Somebody put an extra E one time.
That was me. I did that.
Yeah,
I called him Reed
3 years ago.
I know. Now he's Reed. It's like,
oh, shit.
And I love how he just accepts it as like, oh, I'm Reed now.
Yeah, now he's like, no. I didn't even read.
No, there's no sense in fighting it. You just gotta
just lean in. That was like the other day when you unsent a GIF, and I was like, "Fuck, I missed the typo."
Damn it. Oh shit! No, yeah, I love our group chat, and it's funny because our group chat makes like my wife jealous that she doesn't have a group chat, and she thinks it's like, oh, if I just start a group chat, like I'll have a group chat. Like Jordan's like, no, it
happened like the way it happened was like I don't even remember how it started, but I do remember there was like a vote for you to get in. And I was like, no. And you were like, why not, man? And like we talked for like 10 minutes, and I was like, all right, he's in. I don't remember what we talked about.
Man,
but we're at Loft. We like went outside and smoked. We talked about it. We came back in, and I was like, all right,
he's in.
Fuck it. He's in. At first, I was like, it's like a judge. Somebody got to die for you to get in.
Who did I kick out? I kicked out a Taru, right? I think.
Yeah, oh, yeah. That's how a spot opened up. Yeah.
Yeah. The Tarus did it to themselves, sending like nut sacks and shit in the group chat.
Yeah,
I was like, what are we doing? This is not okay.
It's funny because
really funny.
Did you see the Kevin Hart stand up where he's talking about like men's group chats compared to women's and all this other stuff?
I don't know if I did. No.
Like the way he's saying it is like older men getting confused by emojis, and like it's funny the way he sets it up. But I was like, you ain't even you're super famous and you're not in a real group chat.
No,
like,
there's no way he's in a real group chat.
You don't get it. You don't know.
Absolutely not.
You don't even have an account. All right.
Definitely does not have an account at all. Kevin Hart. Although I will say, Kevin Hart and The Rock are hilarious together. They're so fucking funny. Yeah.
They could have.
If they had a group chat. If they had a group chat together, I'm sure that's the one. So hilarious. What is this? I looked up the video. I want to see if I can find it because I'm nosy. I wonder if I could actually share my screen with you now with this platform. This is like running so much better than Discord was.
Can. Oh, I know. There's no lag, nothing.
Right?
There's like a second where your face like stops and then goes, but the audio is better, way better.
See, what's really nice about this is that it won't record the lag. So it'll just record my video, so the lag won't be there. Because the lag is just the internet connection thing. But
shit, I didn't know that. It says on my side, yeah, actual recording is higher quality, like chill. But if I still look like a ghost, I'm going to be very upset. Because I'm so white over here since I came back.
Oh, I got to fucking put in my password and shit.
Riverside, motherfucker. Can't believe you don't know that.
Motherfucker. I'm sorry. Ooh.
It's in a Fabulous song, too.
Can't do that.
It's like, I'm Pac, you Rodamez, Riverside, motherfucker.
Riverside, motherfucker.
Rodamez is who he shot. Pop, pop. You know what I like about that movie? The accuracy. Tupac didn't hold the gun sideways that whole movie.
No,
He held it
didn't.
straight on, looked down the barrel, and was like, "Bitch!"
Pop, 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 pop.
Mm.
All right. Well, I can't share my screen because in order to do that, I had to give Google Chrome permission to record my screen. And they're like, all right, cool, you gave us permission, but in order for us to do it, we have to restart the thing. And I'm like, nope, can't shut this down right now. Absolutely not. So next time I'll be able to share my screen.
That reminds me, have you used that illegal streaming site on your computer?
Not on this computer, no.
It changes your default search browser.
To what?
I don't know. I don't know. It's like a random search browser. Like when I searched something, it came up like weirdly generic, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's super weird.
And it's like 30 ads before you get to your results. Not like Google where it's like 5 and then you keep going.
Uh-huh.
It was a lot.
That's the worst.
So I got to reset
Damn,
it every
I'm sorry,
Monday, and then Tuesday.
and then Friday.
Nah, I got Amazon
no,
Prime,
wait.
so I'm good.
Hey, who's
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
tomorrow? I don't even know who plays tomorrow.
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
Let's find out. I feel like it's a good one. I hope it's a good one. These Thursday night games have been ass lately.
Because the Broncos are always on. They're fucking terrible.
They are so bad. It's not a good one. The Commanders and the
Oh
Bears.
yeah, I remember the meme. It was like we got to watch this shit, and then next week it's the two worst offenses. Hey, how about that rookie for the Commanders coming out to many men after he got shot?
I saw that. That was fucking dope. What a fucking
like,
badass
this
way to
man's a
be
gangster.
reintroduced. And the fact that they used the explicit version and not the clean version, like that was dope. Good
Or how
for
about the fact that he
team.
got fucking shot and then a month later was like, I'm good.
Yeah. No.
It was like a month ago.
I mean, he had to play 50. So he probably got shot, and as soon as he got shot, probably said, I'm good, simply so that he could walk out to many men the next time he got on the field. He was like, 50 Cent, I ain't walk with a limp. I might.
But you know how lucky you have to be to get shot that many times and be fine?
Extremely.
That's
Extremely
crazy.
lucky. Yeah, that's
like there's people who get shot once and can't walk again. Like Drake and Degrassi.
I would get grazed and I would be out of work for 6 months. You kidding me? I'd be bedridden if I just got like right across my leg, just like a little.
I could hear a gunshot and I'm like, oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Somebody call DOR, see if this helps.
Can they give me my account back now?
Come on, I've been shot.
I was shot at. I didn't get hit, but it was in my vicinity. I heard it.
That's still shot.
Oh, damn. You know what we haven't done since like week fucking 1? Talked about the. Yeah, I know. We haven't talked about picks. It's crazy.
I don't think it mattered. Our picks weren't.
No, it was. But actually, I did tally the results of our first week. I think I smoked you in that week, actually. So
yeah, probably. I remember watching. Like I got every single game wrong.
Not every single game. You got some right that I got wrong. Like your Falcons, because they're undefeated against the spread.
Oh yeah.
Let me see.
Not against the refs though.
You got me on the Bears 49ers because apparently we can't play in the fucking rain. Shit. Where else did you got me? No. You got me Falcons over Saints. You got me Giants over Titans. And Bears over Niners.
Ooh.
Those are the only 3 games that you got me on. You were 5-11. I was 7-9 for picks that week.
Damn, we trash.
Yeah, big trash. I'll take 7 out of 9. Come on now, that's pretty damn good.
Oh, 7 out of 9? That's really good.
Well, no, 7 and 9. So
Oh,
I
so
said that wrong. I know. My terminology is trash today. I'm confusing you left and right. Very
whatever,
lopsided.
college boy. Guy's been in
You're
college
the
for
one.
12 years and he still doesn't get his words right.
Don't tell me about it. I'm trying to get out of college. I'm not smart enough for college.
Oh shit! I gotta take
Just
a piss.
kidding.
Pee
Oh,
break.
the classic pee break.
Oh,
You gonna keep your headphone in? You gonna keep your headphone in so I could talk to you while you pee?
Bro, I was
Is that gonna
dying
be
when I heard
weird?
you mocking the bird.
It's all right. I'm just gonna whisper in your ear. I hope that's not strange. I'm trying not to laugh. All right, make sure don't pee on the toilet seat. All right, I know that there's nobody home, but it's still a good idea to lift the seat up and make sure when you flush that you close the lid. It's so weird. I can hear you peeing in my headphones, but close the lid when you flush because I just learned. But anyway, make sure that you close the lid when you flush because bacteria shoots up and it's super fucking gross, and that's why toilets have lids, is to block the bacteria when you flush. Just didn't know if you knew that. That was a little tip from a college boy. Okay, cool, thanks.
Nah, so because of Steph's work schedule right now, and because we're moving out of here, I'm home alone. So I was like, if I'm drinking, I'm leaving the seat up.
Damn, Macaulay Culkin? Shit.
You call me
That's
Macaulay
wild.
Culkin?
You're home alone.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
How do I
don't wanna
shut
be
off a
young.
light and it gets brighter?
It's because you're so pale from living in Massachusetts. There's no sun that you immediately become a reflector, like those things on bikes.
We're both sons, so, and we have sons, so.
That's true. We do.
Oh,
These are facts.
that reminds me. You know what my favorite joke about this whole thing has been?
What's that?
When Alex was like, "You're really gonna let your son dress up like Elsa for Halloween?" I was like, "Yeah, why the fuck not? He's 3 and he loves Elsa." And he was like, "I'm just saying because your bank account's frozen." I was like, "Oh, this motherfucker's good."
Frozen
Yeah,
3.
Frozen 3.
Days bank account.
I was like, "Hey, all right, that was
Alex is
top
low
tier."
key funny. Alex is
Oh
low key
yeah,
funny. Sometimes his jokes are like, but when he hits, they're funny.
he's
They're
like the
real funny.
Scalabrini of jokes. He's not gonna
So
make those
true.
easy ones, but he'll hit those threes, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
Talk about basketball and Alex. This man, when we went to Vermont for his bachelor party, somehow we wound up playing basketball one day, and it was like a full 3-on-3 game of basketball that we wound up playing. Shit was crazy. Don't know why all of us thought that we were in shape enough to actually play a half-court game of 3-on-3 basketball. Definitely was not. But this man, Alex, was so enthusiastic, but so bad. So
That's me. That's
trash.
how I play basketball.
Bruh, he was running around. Every time he grabbed the ball, he would go to shoot, but it would just, instead of going up, it would just go straight and wouldn't really go under the basket. And I'm like, dog,
You hear the
what is this?
of it hitting the net.
I don't even think it hit the net. Bruh, it was like he tried to jump. He got a centimeter off the ground. It was like, bro, what are you doing?
Remember the last time I played a real basketball game? It was March Madness, and I was in, I think, 8th grade. My boys had a team, and I was like, I'll be the last guy, whatever. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I had one opportunity for a shot. It got blocked and hit me in the face. It was so embarrassing. We won, and I was like, I'm not playing next game.
You won, but you still lost.
So at the time, I'm not good at basketball, never have been, but I could shoot from 3. That was it. Because I would just sit in I would just sit at my parents' house, shoot basketball, whatever. I could shoot kinda.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I make this, it doesn't matter what else I do. The whole
No.
school's here. This is gonna be great.
Right.
I
Shit, a
look,
three
no one's
hit?
around. I go to pull up. This shit hit me so hard. I was
Right
so
out of
embarrassed.
nowhere.
They were taking the ball the other way. I didn't even run. I was like, nah.
No,
Nah.
you just gotta stand there. Just rub your forehead. They hit
So
your
I told
nose,
them
you
I
start
was like, I
crying.
ain't playing. I'm not playing tomorrow. Next day, I showed up to watch. I didn't show up to play. High as a motherfucker. I had on these big ass aviators, my hoodie on. I was like, try to embarrass me now.
Little bitch. I got my stunner shades, my hater blockers on.
I don't think anyone's
That's fun.
dumber than like a kid around that age that smokes. Because you're so
Cigarettes or
painfully
weed?
obvious. Weed.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Yeah.
I feel like
It
I'm
is
more
very-
scared now of people knowing if I'm high than I was then.
Oh, back then it was a status thing. You were cool.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm at the grocery store like, be cool, be cool, be cool. No one knows, no one knows. Fuck, everyone knows. Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Or when you're standing there looking at the fucking aisle signs and they took all the words off and you think you're going fucking crazy.
I remember that happened to us like the same day.
I was like,
I like-
what? Where is
Yeah,
everything?
because I left your house and I was like, have you been to the Giant down the street from your house in a while? And you're like, yeah, yesterday. Hi, it was a nightmare. I was like, fuck. Where's the
That was more
tofu?
crazy.
It's in the middle of the fucking store, not even in like a regular cold aisle. It's like a random aisle and has like a 3-foot end cap with cold stuff. And I'm like, what is this here for?
It's for the tofu. Obvious.
All the signs are gone.
blank. Just blank aisles. Aisle 1, nothing. Like, I used to know what was in aisle 1 too. Like, that's the crazy part. I would just look at the sign for confirmation. But now that it wasn't there, I was like, I don't know. I had to walk up and down every aisle just to familiarize myself with where I was. I was like, oh, the cereal. Okay. Oh, okay. This is the chips. Oh, okay. Shit was wild.
It's weird
I
because
was
moving back
stressed.
here, it's like I won't even risk it now because I get so anxious in the grocery store anyways. 'Cause I don't know where anything is here. It's totally
Yeah.
different.
Right?
So I'm like, what the fuck? Why is the water next to the dog food? Fuck.
Doesn't make any sense.
This is
Make
not
it
how
make
Giant
sense.
is. This is not how Giant is set up. Can you guys just move things around for me?
Just do it like Giant, please.
Are my points transferable? I'm pretty sure I have 50 cents off a gallon.
Hey, that 50 cents off a gallon was clutch sometimes.
Especially when gas got crazy at first.
Mm.
It's going down now, but
Barely.
what's it at
Shit
there
is-
now?
370 something right now, I want to say. Yeah.
I passed one today.
It's
It's
always-
309.
It's always been cheaper in Massachusetts than here. But I think Pennsylvania
Yeah.
has like a weird gas tax. So that's part of why it's a little bit more expensive here. Stupid.
Because all the politicians that are from there.
It's because they don't want to see us shine, dog. It's fucked up. They're trying to stun our growth with gas.
Doing that on my own.
Well, okay, now that's depressing.
What about Reed's question the other day? Oh, I missed that.
What question? I don't remember what his question was.
It was, would you take every inch off your height for an inch
Oh,
on your penile?
on your penis? No. I'm happy with both currently. So
Right away,
Yeah.
I was like, soft or hard? Because
well, I would
You know,
imagine
it
at
matters.
full strength. I would imagine it's at full strength.
well, full strength, I'm fine.
Not. Yeah.
I don't need.
Like,
I don't
what's the
need another
point?
inch there.
Well, what's the point of adding to a soft dick?
Comfortability.
It, a longer soft dick is more comfortable. Is that what you're telling me? I don't understand. I don't get it.
You know how much more I would walk around naked?
I mean, I guess.
When I'm at full mass, I'll run around this whole place. Don't even care. When I'm soft, I'm like, nah, give me those boxers. Now, let me get my. I'm not walking in the bathroom like this.
It's uncomfortable to walk full mast. It's just swinging. Everyone like, yo, relax.
I make it slap so everyone knows.
Around. That's aggressive.
So it's like I'm a
your
bat.
Dominance.
I don't have to turn the lights on. I just use the echoes off the wall.
You're so dumb. I can't. That's so dumb. It's like
That's what they sound like too.
It's the beginning of that one fucking movie, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, where she comes home. And
I got a surprise for you.
We got a surprise for you. Like, bruh, put it away. No, don't do that.
I only do it when no one's home, and I'm like, It is loud.
That's loud and it hurts after a while. You're like, all right, this is uncomfortable. Stop it. I don't like it. But I wonder where Reed got that question from in the first place. Like, who posed that to him?
Probably scrolling Reddit.
Probably. You get some weird questions scrolling.
He probably
Reddit,
thought of it because, like, me, him, and Jose are roughly the same height. We're all pretty short.
Okay.
So he was probably like, I wonder what they think because they're short too, and obviously none of us want to be fucking shorter.
Short kings. I don't remember.
I think they're both taller than me, and I think I'm the shortest one.
I don't remember what his answer was. Did he give an answer to that? Pussy ass bitch. He never gives an answer. I remember I screenshotted a whole bunch of random Reddit stories because I wanted to read some to you, but none of them are good anymore. Well, there's the one where what would you do if... What would your reaction be if you were in the middle of hooking up with some chick and out of nowhere she just suplexes you? Like just straight up WWE suplexes your ass.
And so in this situation, obviously, I'm single, right?
Yeah, obviously, yes.
Then I'm proposing.
That was impressive as fuck. You want to get married? Yeah. Oh, shit. Because there's this story from this girl that posted on Reddit, and the title is, I suplexed the guy I was trying to hook up with.
No, she didn't.
Said this happened 10 years. So let me read you the story. It's pretty short. She goes, this happened 10 years ago, and I still think about it regularly. My ex asked if I wanted to meet up for drinks. I said yes, because I was still really into him, and he was convinced we were soulmates. Hence, I figured this was my chance to charm him into falling back in love with me. We meet up, have drinks, the conversation is flowing, and all is going well. But because I'm nervous and throwing back drinks like I'm at a frat party while he's just casually sipping on a beer. Cut forward a couple of hours, and he asks if I want to go back to his, and of course I say yes. I'm feeling pretty tipsy by the time we get there, and I'm really giddy by how well the night is going. While he's in the other room pouring a drink, I give myself a little pep talk and come into the conclusion that if I want him to fall in love with me, I'm going to have to make him think that I am chill and fun. For some reason, my brain really went with this and just rolled with it. He comes back into the room, drinks in hand, and approaches me all seductively. I responded by immediately lunging forward, lifting his entire body over my shoulder before slamming us both into the floor backwards. I'm pretty sure I shouted body slam as I did it. Drinks obviously went flying. He's on the floor looking dazed and confused, and I'm just impressed by how strong I am. 10 years later, I have no explanation as to why I made that choice. Never suplexed anyone before, haven't done it since. Like, bruh. Either he's a very small man or you're a very strong lady.
I was just thinking, I was like, I don't think there's many women that could suplex me.
No. Definitely
like
not me. I'm too long.
That haven't done it before, at least.
Right. If you're not trained to do so.
Yeah.
And like if you
like
just
obviously
never
if you're a female wrestler or a fighter or like an Olympic weightlifter, like obviously you could fucking throw me around.
Strong as shit.
But a regular ass woman?
Is that drunk strength. She didn't know what she had in her.
Yet.
That's like, I wonder if it was. Sorry, Reed, if you listen to this, but I wonder if it was Rachel. Her little didn't know she was that strong, joins a strongman competition and fucking wins without even training.
Yeah, she could.
I guess those types of people. Those types of people.
Okay, that's fair. I didn't think about that. Like, yeah, that's true because she didn't realize how strong she was until she did it, and then was like, "I'm a fucking beast."
You don't know what you don't know, and then you pick up 100 pounds over your head, and you're like, "That was fucking easy." You know, everyone else is like, "No, it's not. What are you talking about?" Yeah, I don't know. Now I got to ask him if he's ever been suplexed. Does Rachel?
Okay, so now I'm trying to think. If I was in that situation, honestly, in the moment, I would probably be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, in the moment, my pride would be hurt. I'd probably start crying. Knowing
I don't think my pride would be hurt.
Oh, what? Because first of all, for me,
I embarrass myself a lot. So
okay, but like I'm a tall ass motherfucker. If you can pick me up and get to a point where you have my entire body over your shoulder, like that's impressive. Because most people, they try to pick me up like my feet are still on the ground. Like I'm not going anywhere. I'm not that heavy, but I'm not going anywhere.
I was saying I'm not big, but compared to like an average dude, I'm pretty fucking big. So if anyone's pride, like my pride should be hurt, but I would just be confused. Like I feel like I'd be like,
I don't know how to react to this.
I'm gonna go to bed. You want to come with me?
I have a really confused boner right now.
I'm scared and horny, so I feel like that's exactly how I would feel. Like I'd be so scared and awkward, but I'd also be like, now's the time.
Now is the time. I'm ready.
And then I would tell everyone that story for the rest of my life.
You'd have to. You would literally have to. And then your boys would probably joke on you for being thrown around like a rag doll, but you'd be like, "Oh, it's my kink."
I think they would be like, "Damn, lucky." They wouldn't say it, but they'd think it.
They would think it. Maybe. Some of them, for sure. There'd be others who'd be like, "I could never be with a girl that's stronger than me. My toxic masculinity."
Oh, my God.
Couldn't be me.
Violet says to me all the time, like, Violet, I think, like, ever since I got hurt, she's like, "Mama's stronger than you." I was like, "I know."
And not a surprise.
But then she'll go back to, I don't know if you remember when she's like, "Tessa's dad," and I'm like, "Fuck him! I'm still stronger than that motherfucker." All right.
Fuck Tessa's dad.
I will hurt myself again to prove a point. All right.
Little bitch ass bitch.
Little bitch ass bitch. I ain't playing.
Oh,
no
bitch ass
games.
Ooh. Super fun. Love it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel. I'd probably just leave. I don't know if I'd be able to just hang out with her in that moment in time. I would need time to be by myself and process what happened.
I feel like it would depend because, like, let's say Steph was that strong and she did that to me. We would laugh like this as it's happening, and it would be a big joke. So in those situations, I'd be like, "That was fucking great. Do it again." But it would have to depend on the woman and like your interactions.
Yeah,
so not even
for sure.
Not even your relationship, but like the interaction. He's like, "It's bedtime, motherfucker."
What are you doing awake? Let's go to bed.
Well, because we're in the process of leaving here. It's just been me and him, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. He's very confused. He's like, "We're going everywhere."
Trying to be on camera, dog.
What's up, bro? That's my nigga.
I almost got the bird shut up.
So close. So close.
There was like a day I wrote down a bunch of shit.
There's always a day we write down a bunch of shit, and then life happens, and then we don't record for 5 weeks. And here we are. But it's okay. I mean, this was still, I think, a successful episode because we talked about a lot of everything and about a little bit of nothing, and it's great. That's how it should be.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Damn, it's only been not even an hour and a half.
I know, right?
I thought it was longer.
It's crazy. Yeah, we've been even with a pee break in the middle of that. And it's still only an hour and a half. It's pretty
Well,
fantastic.
there was some camping moments too.
Oh, it was intense.
Yes, every time.
Hey.
So, actually, I got a funny story.
Oh shit! Here we go.
So in my video class, we had to record like a scene or whatever, and this dude. So I haven't at this point. I haven't made any jokes. I pretty much am not myself at school. I try to be like focused and but when you're in lab, you're a little more loose and like you're hanging out. People are cracking jokes.
Yeah.
So it was like our first real lab where like the teacher's not there. There's 4 of us recording. Like we have the camera. We're recording like a scene or whatever that showed us to do. And one dude was like, "Oh, for this we should move the camera over there." And the guy next to me was like, "Yeah, because from here you can't see." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you got promoted, man." He goes, "To what?" I was like, "Captain Obvious." Everybody was like, "Ah, shit!" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know it would hit like that. That was kind of weird. Like you young guys are a little more excitable, huh?" It's like my friends would have called me a fucking I was like, my friends would have called me a fucking idiot. You're all cracking up.
I would have rolled my eyes, sent the boo Kevin Hart gif. Like, I'm like, no.
They love it. They love it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Dog, there's only so I'm in 4 classes. The only person. I'm only in one class that there is a person over the age of 21, other than me.
Damn, that's wild.
And he's in his 50s.
Shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
this dude gives me hope.
Why? Because he's in his 50s? And
I'm like, good for you, bro. Like, fucking crushing it. And he's on top of his shit. Like, he's one of the few people that's like, asks questions. He raises his hand. Like, he is involved.
Yeah.
Clearly is paying attention.
Right. Yeah. I love seeing
like the story. He's the dude the story of the dude that I told you, like, was weird about recording himself and bailed on me. This guy helped me redo the assignment. So he talked so I could mix it and stuff.
Nice.
What guy. So it's like older Jamaican dude, and I'm like, man, he was like reciting some poem or whatever, just for like, because you have to talk for 30 seconds. And I was like, your voice is so magical. He's like, actually, I'm trying to fix my voice because I want to do like voice work and my accent's too thick so people can't understand me. I was like, fuck that. Wow. I can understand you and it sounds fantastic. Don't change it. Like, but the teacher even said, like, a lot of time in voice work, you got to have like this generic ass accent.
You sure do. It sucks.
I'm like, damn, but you probably get paid more because of your unique accent.
Probably. Yeah, if he was able to utilize it in a certain way, I'm sure he would. That's dope, man. I want to take a video class. I'm jealous. Shit.
Man, my audio teacher was like, so I'm always the first one in class because I'm already there. After I drop off Violet, I go straight to school because it's closer. So I'm already there. So I'm always like 10, 15 minutes early. So I'm the first one there. My audio teacher was like, did I read this right? That you're a video student? I was like, yeah. And he goes, I would have never have thought. He goes, of all the students in here, you are the most excited about everything we do, no matter what I'm talking about. And I was like, honestly, I love audio more, but I don't know shit about video, so I majored.
Right.
So like, I'm trying to learn more. Yeah. I was like, I want to do both, but I'm kind of feeling like the money is in video, and then I can just get audio without the degree. I can take classes, and like the more we talked about it, he was like, I'm just saying, there's a lot of careers, and as long as you love it, I can guide you the right way. And I'm like, fuck, should I change?
Am I about to switch majors? Can you dual major?
No, it's not, because it's community college. They don't let you.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
So I can get my degree and then come back and take the last few classes, but I'll have to pay and whatever. But my plan is to finish here and then go get my bachelor's at a state school because they have like a sister school program where like you don't need to
Okay.
apply. You can just transfer there after you graduate and whatever.
Where at Worcester State, probably. Fitchburg.
Fitchburg State. Yeah.
Fitchburg. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Fitchburg State and
That's
Fitchburg.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. The one that's in the same city. It's called.
Yeah, that's how all the state schools are in Mass. Most of them, at least. Fitchburg, Worcester, Bridgewater. I'm sure there's more, but you know.
Tunnel Air. You know.
I heard Tunnel Air, so I.
Yeah, it's opposite of Bridgewater.
Oh, wow. That one went right over my tall ass head.
Don't do that.
Shit.
This headphone is a pain in the ass.
Well, I think we
the
got a
older
pretty good
ones
idea
work
then.
better, and then I lost
Cat?
them.
Oh, you gotta find the cat ears.
Yeah, those are fun. Or I could just buy fucking headphones. Oh no, I can't. I don't have an account.
Oh, damn, he thought. Well, maybe with your blood money. These aren't that expensive. These are only like $30.
Well, someone did give me an Amazon gift card for my birthday, so
Oh, there you go.
I should get one. Yeah.
These are pretty cheap. $30.
Got an
That's
Xbox
right
one
here.
too. That's how I've been playing this Alien game.
Hey.
Dog.
Yeah?
I know this isn't good podcast content, but
Well, we're in way too deep
We
now.
should
We've been talking about
play-
all kind of bullshit.
we should play this game and stream because it's so fucking intense.
Is it co-op?
So basically, yeah, and it's cross-platform too. So you could play like someone's on
Ooh.
computer, someone's on PS5, whatever. So
Is it on
basically,
Switch?
I'm not sure about that. There's three people on your team. You're on a spaceship, and you're wandering around because aliens took the spaceship over.
Oh.
And you got to kill all these motherfuckers. But they come in like waves. So like, let's say you go to one area, they're like, yeah, you got to unlock the elevator so you can go to the next floor, and then you can go to the security thing. So when you go to unlock the elevator, before you get it done, a bunch of aliens come. You all got to kill them, then go to the next area, whatever.
Okay.
I'm telling you though, I was playing this game before we jumped on here. My eyes are bloodshot, like tears are coming down because I'm just like, I'm getting messages from the dudes I'm playing with because they kept inviting me to the party, but I don't have a headset, and they're like pissed at what I'm doing.
Oh, damn.
Because I'm like, I'm killing these aliens and I'm trying to get ammo. You fucking left me.
Yeah, I'm totally down. I
Yeah,
mean,
wild.
I got to justify paying for fucking Xbox Live, but because I don't like paying for Xbox Live, but
Well, I think
gotta
if
do
you've
what I
never
gotta do.
had it, your first month is $1.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can.
And you
make
get
a new
like
account.
hundreds of games that you can play for free as long as you have it. So this is like one of the games you can play for free.
So, like, if I get it and then I cancel it, I can't play that game anymore.
No.
Oh, fucking whack. All right, but I think it would be fun to play like me, you, and Kelvin on a team. That would be hilarious.
Kelvin is the best to play any of these games with because it's Kelvin.
I know exactly.
It's like when we used to play
Duh.
Fortnite and it was like me, him, and this dude Jacob, and then my cousin Matt. Kelvin would get so fucking mad at Jacob just because he just picked somebody to get mad at. I would by far be the worst person on the team because you know me. I'm taking an edible before I play. I'm jumping on. I just want to have a good time. So there's like, I remember one game specifically where they're like, we got to get over here and the circle's closing in. Where the fuck is Jay? And then Kelvin starts laughing and he's like, I just watched you run across as everyone is shooting at you and you just went by without taking a single hit. And I'm like, what? Me?
Huh?
Uh-huh. And then every time like I joined their game, like one person, like there's always like one random if like Matt wasn't on, and it'd be like, oh, this motherfucker again. This guy's always too fucked up. He can't even play. I'm like, I thought we were just having a good time, all right?
I just want to have fun, damn it. Oh, no, I know. It would be so fun to stream me, you, and Kelvin. That would be popping. Should stream the new Call of Duty together.
I got an Xbox gift card. Dog. Steph's family was like spoiled me.
Hey,
And I
you take those.
felt bad because they got me like this nice Falcons hoodie, an Xbox gift card, an Amazon gift card, and in my head I was
Hey,
like, what the
don't
fuck do I
deserve
even say?
this.
This is weird. This is weird.
Yeah, I'm terrible at receiving gifts. I'm like,
And
thank
it's
you.
weirder like in my situation because it's like I feel weird getting myself something when
Yeah,
like I'm only focused on gas and food right now, and I'm like, oh, I'm
right.
gonna buy this fucking video game. Like the Xbox thing, I didn't even use it. I used the Amazon one to renew my Xbox because of all the free games and because I heard about this game and I wanted to
Oh,
play it. And I was like, well,
yeah,
at least this game comes with it, and all these other games come with it, whatever. But I was still like, felt uncomfortable like spending it. Of like,
yeah.
how do I use Amazon to get gas?
How do I get a gas card on here? Is that possible?
But then I was like, but this was for my birthday, and
yeah, you needed it. De-stress, mental health.
that's what I'm
all
saying.
that.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
that is
look at
one thing
that.
we
Full
didn't really
circle
talk
moment.
about. That like how in those moments how important it is. Like, because you even said you're the one who kind of made me realize it. Because I don't think I played Xbox for like 2 weeks until you were
Yeah,
like, play fucking Madden, go do some shit, like have one of your
yeah,
edibles, play some Madden, chill
yeah.
out, try not to think about
Mm-hmm.
shit. And then when I
Mm-hmm.
started doing shit like that was when I was like, oh shit, this is what it's like to relax.
I remember. I
Ah.
remember. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, what's
It's super
that when he's
important
like,
to
the children outside, do they still laugh? Are they still
I don't know
playing?
what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand that
You don't
reference.
you don't understand any reference, all right?
I don't watch movies. I'm
Riverside,
sorry.
motherfucker. Fuck you, Radames.
No. But no, it is super important to like not lose sight of the things that you enjoy to do. Cause then you just lose a whole part of yourself that knows how to relax or knows how to enjoy a moment without thinking about anything but whatever that thing is.
Which I
And
think
that's
is
so
why
important.
I struggled so much because we did what 3-4 weeks. Even though we only recorded one thing, we did like 3-4 weeks where we were like on a chat like this, at least talking about it. And then we
Yeah.
stopped when that happened, and then I stopped like doing everything. Like I wasn't going to the
Yeah.
gym, I wasn't playing Xbox, I wasn't doing shit. I was just like,
Right, right.
fuck, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And then it took me like a week to stop sulking, and like a good 2 weeks to be like, I shouldn't feel guilty for taking some time for myself to kind of
Mm-hmm.
decompress because that's the hardest
Yeah.
part is like taking even 5 minutes to be like not think about anything.
Right. For sure.
Because even I went to a wedding, I think on the first, so almost 2 weeks ago, and the whole time that's all I thought about.
Yeah.
Then the Eddies kicked in, and I was like, "Let's dance."
Hey.
Yeah, it was like I got there. Me and Steph were talking about it for like the first few minutes because we weren't like it was like our first drink, like so we're still like trying to figure shit out. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a big strain on your relationship too because like even we had a big fight the other day, and I feel like 90% of it was probably because of what we're going through. Like we're so stressed and like ready to explode that any little thing can bring you there.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
not hard to get in an argument like when you're in these kind of situations.
Not
But
at
it's
all.
like
It's so easy.
it's the same as like I'll compare it to like when a baby's first born, those first like 2-3 months, how sleep deprived and
Mm-hmm.
stressed you are. You're fighting over the dumbest shit. Like
Shit. Yeah.
the dumbest
That's so
shit.
real.
Like you
Dumbest
left
shit.
the ice thing on water and you know I like ice. And I'm like, what are we even talking about right now?
You didn't even
Like,
close
what?
the blinds when we went to bed. God damn it. I'm sorry I didn't. Shit. You're right.
You closed the glass door, not the screen door. How many times?
You loaded the dishwasher wrong. You know this cup goes on the inside rack.
Do you think you're
Damn
just tired? You're tired. I know.
Oh man. Life is crazy, bro. It's wild just existing, just being here.
Fucking
But
so one thing that made me like super mad is when like I first was going through it, and you're except for you. So it was like you, my mom, my dad, my sister, the only people who knew at this point. And all my mom and dad and sister were saying is like, you'll get through this. You always do. You'll get through this. I'm like, you ever fucking get tired of getting through shit? Like, why can't I just coast for like a fucking day? Not even a day. I can't
Yep.
coast.
right,
So it's like
I
if I'm
know.
not in school, then I have at least 1 or 3 kids. If I'm not doing that, I'm doing something else. Like I don't even have a
Mhm.
day to like I didn't even have a day to be fucking sad. Like I was sad every day, but I didn't have a day to actually be like
Yeah,
fuck.
just sulk.
Wah.
Yeah, right.
Wah. That's the worst part. Like
Nah, I hear you.
I was like, you guys are saying I know what you're trying to do, but you're saying the wrong things. Like
Mhm.
you'll get through it. You always do. You've been through worse. I'm like, no, I fucking haven't. I haven't. I've been through a
Not
lot of
the
shit, but
same,
not like this.
bruh.
Not with the stakes this high.
Stakes are way too high. Way too fucking high. The rent is too damn high.
I can't even get rent. That's how hard it is. Dog, these motherfuckers want you to have like. There was one I saw. It was you need a 650 credit score, 4 times the rent, background check, all that, and then 3 references. I was like, yo, it's harder to rent than get a house right now.
Yeah. You don't
And
even
they're
need that
charging
much
like
to get a
2,000 a
house.
month. And I was like, so 4 times that is 8 grand. 8 grand is like you're halfway to a deposit on a house, like a really small house.
Yeah. Right.
So what are we talking
Oh,
about
shit.
that I got to have this credit score when I could just wait a few more months if that's the case, if I already have this?
Or with you, use your fucking what's that military VA loan, 0% down on a house.
Bro, because of this situation, in only the last 3 months, my credit score has dropped like almost triple digits.
Oh, that hurts.
I was
Fuck.
ready to buy a house in Pennsylvania. I was like a month
Yeah.
away before I got hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, we can get a house before the end of this year.
Damn.
Now, I don't even got an
Bruh.
account.
Damn, bruh.
I can't even buy a model house. Can't even buy a dollhouse.
Can't buy shit.
Fuck.
Oh. Oh, fuck. Well, I don't want to sulk too much and make you more sad, so.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I know you're
Got it off my chest, you know.
that a boy. That's how we do it over here. Real men.
Yeah. Yeah, talk it out.
Yeah.
You know what's weird though? Like when you go through shit like that and then like you're trying to conduct yourself and whether it's work or school or whatever, you're in a regular setting and then randomly it'll pop in your head and be like, these motherfuckers have no idea.
No clue. No clue.
like
No.
I was thinking that while I was in class. I was like, everyone in here has the best. I wish I had their problems. I wish I had everyone in here's problems. I would take all of their problems over mine right now.
Every single one combined. Well, you don't know that. Because I bet there's someone in that class thinking the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, and I know that's true. In the moment, though, you're like, no one has it worse. But there is someone.
Yeah, but it's never healthy to compare like that. You know, it's like, yeah, problems suck. Everyone has their own problems, but you still shouldn't compare. Like, oh, they might have it worse. I might not. But just take your problems. It sucks, and then move forward with them.
Well, that's back to our no judging thing. Like I tried to, but it's like I heard a good quote on a video. It was like a gym video, and it was like, "Comparison is the thief of joy."
Yep, I've heard that before too.
Damn bars.
Yep. Big bars. True. Yeah, it is. I mean, think about like I know we've done it, just like comparing your kids to other kids in like their development. It's like instead of just enjoying your kid in the moment. You're like, oh, my kid's not saying these words. They're not walking yet.
Yeah.
They're not doing this. What's wrong with my kids? Like, no, nothing. Just fucking enjoy your kid. It's your kid.
Yeah, it's how
You're
you're
gonna do all
thinking
this
is
shit when
wrong.
they're
It's not
ready.
the kid.
Right. Yeah. You're putting all these expectations on your child, and they're just trying to figure out fucking that they have feet. Like, give them time. They're going to get there eventually. Relax.
I remember the day Avery noticed he had feet was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I laughed for like 2 hours. I just seen this motherfucker pick his feet up and go. I don't know why I remember it. I don't remember the other two. I just remember him doing it like, what the fuck?
What is that? Dad?
What are these?
Seeing this shit?
He had that look on his face like, does anyone else see? Do we all got this?
Let me see yours. Let me see. Pull them out right now. Let me see.
Take them shoes off.
Whip them off. Whip them out. I got to compare.
I used to kind of think that about Violet because she didn't talk. And I was like, fuck, all these other kids are talking. She's going to have such a hard time. But then I started realizing, like, if anything, it makes her better. Like, she's funnier. She's pays attention more to, like, her surroundings. So, like, her jokes hit harder than kids her age, if that makes sense. Like, when she makes a joke, I'm like, this motherfucker is funny. Like,
yeah.
She still has like those kid misses that she thinks is funny, but it's not funny. But she got the sarcasm down like someone 3 times her age couldn't do.
I love that, and for you, that's like perfect because that's your humor. That is your type of humor. That's so great,
bro. It's not great when you get a birthday card. Wait. So let me break this down. I am sitting at the kitchen table. She is sitting directly across from me. It is my birthday. I'm typing up a paper. She's on the other side painting. I stopped and I was like, Violet, you made your mom like fucking 10 cards. You didn't give me anything. Any card. Not a single card.
Shit.
She's painting. She looks up. She goes, what do you think I'm doing right now? I was like, oh, okay. Okay. So then like a good 10 minutes goes by. She's like, are you ready for your card?
You ungrateful
I was like, yeah.
fuck.
I was like, yeah, let me see. She puts it in front of me. You know what? I'm gonna show you.
Oh, you have it. Oh,
let me check if it's still out there. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Oh, I got it.
Oh shit.
Let me see if it's clear enough.
Hi, Dada. Just straight up hi. Is that a question mark? Hi, Dada.
It's a fucking question mark.
Hi, Dada.
So,
I think.
So I go, why is there a question mark? This motherfucker looks me dead in my eyes and goes, I thought it would be funny. I busted out laughing like this is the most violent thing you could have done. Steph got all these cards. Every single one had the word love on it.
Aww.
Like everything was so sweet. And I get, hi, Dada?
Hi, Dada.
I guess.
That's gonna be all you get for the rest of your life. Every
like,
birthday,
what?
Every Christmas, everything is just gonna be joke and gag gifts from Violet forever. Forever.
The reason it bothers me is because every time it's just me and her. I'm like, what do you want to do? You want to go to the park? You want to go for a hike? You want to do this? You want to do that? She's like, no. But then she'll ask Steph to do the same thing. Steph's like, I'm busy. I can't, like, because she works a lot and she has all this shit going. Like, she has way more stuff going. I've just class. So I'm like, let's fucking do something. And she's like, man, I'm all set.
It's got to be their idea.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hi, I guess. I know it's your birthday. Maybe. Hi. Figured I'd be nice to you.
Maybe hi. I don't know.
Little B word.
We love our kids at the end of the day.
Oh, so much. I do.
As my son is upstairs crying because he woke up. Little
Oh,
punk.
you can hear him?
Yeah, barely through my headphones, but yeah, I can. He was fine. He always does this. He'll put himself back to sleep. It's all right. He's a grown man.
Violet even
No,
gets
this
mad. Like, she still sleeps in the bed. I know it's terrible. But she's like, we'll wake up the next day, and she'll, like, have her arm on me. She'll take it off and, like, whip it. And I'm like, oh. Was someone cuddling me last night? It's like, it wasn't on purpose, all right? Like,
Don't get any
okay,
fucking
dude.
Ideas. Don't get fucking comfortable, bitch.
It really is. It's like,
I don't fucking.
I love you, but not like that. All right, be fucking cool. All right.
Mom's here. We can't do this in front of mom. God, don't you know? It's a sneaky.
There's been times that she will tell Steph that she misses me, but she's like, "Don't tell him." Like,
no, I don't. It's like I miss him, but like, shut the fuck up, all right?
Yeah, don't talk about it. Be cool,
shit.
be cool, be cool.
Yeah, I don't. Shouldn't even have said that out loud. Fuck.
He's too needy, you know. Like, don't tell him that shit because he'll be
He's
like,
gonna
"Oh,
laugh.
you're so cute."
You tell him he's gonna be all over me. He's gonna want to do shit. I'm like,
There was one time.
no.
There was one time I was outside shoveling, and she was like, "Can I come outside with you?" And I was like, "Yeah." Just put snow pants and jacket on, whatever. Went outside. Like a half hour goes by. I get a text, and Steph was like, "She doesn't want to come outside." And I was like, "Why?" She goes, "Because she said you're gonna think that she's cute in her snow pants." I was like, "I'm not gonna say anything. I promise." She came out in just snow pants with like a thermal and like a hat and gloves. She came out, and I was like, "You look so cute." She's like, "I knew it." Stormed back inside because she was so mad.
That's amazing. Oh yes.
Like I ruined her whole day.
The ultimate setup. That's beautiful. Like, I'm not
I couldn't help it. I was
Okay.
like, "You do look cute. You're like a little grown. You're like a mini
adorable.
grown up."
Look at you. A mini grown up. That's fun. I can't wait to embarrass my kids. So great.
I'm very good at it.
Oh, excuse me. That was gross. Well, we're nearing the end of our time here.
Yeah, I gotta
So
fight
good
some
chat,
aliens
man.
before bed.
Oh, I'm jealous. I'm so I want to play.
Take this edible and really get into this. Because Violet's not
Do
staying
you?
here, I don't have to wake up early, so I don't gotta be up till like 9:30.
Oh, damn. Sleeping in. Shit.
Today I
I'm
slept till
jealous.
9, and I was like, "This is weird."
I don't know what sleeping in is. I haven't done that in like 5 years. Feels like. Well, you enjoy your aliens, sir. It's a good chat.
It was a great chat.
It's great talking to you, man.
Yeah,
Hope to talk to you again soon.
we do have to do it again soon.
Yeah, soon.
No, it will be fantastic. So if you're still here for this long, thanks for joining us.
We appreciate you. Talk about your feelings. It's fine. It's good. Don't be ashamed.
Yeah, fucking talk to somebody.
Yeah, fucking find a friend. And if you need a friend, talk to us. We'll be your
Yeah, if they're
friends.
pieces of shit, talk to somebody else. Don't give up if one person sucks. Because even, say, therapy, for example, I had to meet like 3 or 4 of them before I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah. That's a important decision. Don't rush
It's the
to
same
who
as
your
the person
therapist
you
will
talk
be.
to. Sometimes the first person ain't
Nope.
it, and you don't hear what you want.
Nope.
You're like, all right, if you're not getting what
Nope.
you need,
Yeah.
fucking on to the next one.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, bye.
All right. We're going back to that. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.